Hello students, good morning. Okay, so today we are going to learn about the parts of the cell. It is session 3 of this chapter. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the parts of the cell. Okay, so write down aim as well as keywords in your notebook. That is keywords are cytoplasm, chloroplast, chromosome, gene, nucleus, nuclear membrane, plasma membrane, organelles, plastid, vacuoles and nucleolus. So write down keywords. Okay, so write down fast cytoplasm, chloroplast, chromosome, gene, nucleus, nuclear membrane, plasma membrane, organelles, plastid, vacuoles, nucleolus. So we are going to look out the exact meaning of these terms. Okay, and side by side their structure as well as their function. Okay, so shall I start? Okay, before start to exact topic, we'll revise what we have discussed in our previous session. So this whole topic is centered about the cell. What is cell? So cell is the fundamental, structural and hereditary unit of a life. Yes. So every organism made up by the cell. Either the cell is unicellular, means organism has only one cell, or they have so many cells, means we term them as multicellular organism. Okay, unicellular, multicellular. Cell is the basic unit of a life. Okay, means all organism made up by cell only. Okay, when these cells are combined, they will form a tissue. So tissues are a group of similar cells of performing a specific function. What is tissue? Tissue are group of similar cells of performing a specific function. When the same kind of cell, when they combine with each other, and if they have the capability to perform a specific function, okay, so that cell combine with each other. When tissues get joined with each other, they will form organ. So if heart is the organ, okay, in that case there are similar kind of tissues are there. Okay, means cell, same cell combine that have this capability to perform the specific function. So they are tissues. Okay, tissue, when they combine, they will form organ. So in a multicellular organism, each organ system is made up of several organ. Okay, means if we are talking about the digestive system, yes, digestive system means to eating something, then that food get digested and that food get dissolved, means the nutrients which are there in our food, when they get dissolved into our body, okay, after that the waste will collect into our body and that waste has to removed from the body. So all this thing get connected by the different organ. Same organ can't perform all the life process. Getting what I want to say? Same organ can't perform the same kind of function. Means if heart is there, the heart is only perform the breathing. Okay, this heart is only perform the breathing process. Okay, means the pumping out of blood and etc. Heart cannot perform the other function of life processes. So For that, the organs get connected with each other to perform the different functions. Okay, my mouth, it has a teeth inside it, so it perform the function of churning out of the food. Then that food get engulfed inside my body. Okay, then the stomach is there, in which the acidic solutions are there that dissolve the food material inside it. Then the intestine, before that the intestines are there, they are process like churning and digestion of a food. So different organs get connected with each other and they will form organ system. So the main thing is here is a cell. Cell, they will form a tissues, then they will form organ system, and from that whole organism is formed. Okay, so it is that we want to discuss in this whole topic. So each cell, okay, has some basic component. So we have to look out these basic components of the cell. That cells are made up of components. Okay, this one is cell. This cell is made up of components, and that is called as cell organelles. Okay, a cell is capable to live and perform all their respective functions due to presence of cell organelle. So this is cell. Cell has a cell membrane. Then some cell has a cell wall outside the cell membrane. Inside of it there is a fluid liquid like structure. Okay, then you can see here nucleus, then vacuoles, then nucleus, then mitochondria, ribosome. So many cell organelles are embedded within this cell. So this cell, due to this cell organelle, they are perform different and functions. Okay, the structure seen in almost every cell is the same. The basic component is same, that is plasma membrane, or we can call them as cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. So basic component of a cell is nucleus, then cell membrane and the cytoplasm. So look out the structure, it is a cell membrane. Okay, then cytoplasm, then nucleus. Okay, so cell membrane is just like a boundary, or we can call it as the membrane or the border of a cell. The main thing is it is the border. If I take out any fluid material, okay, if I pour that material on a floor, it has a fluidy tendency, so it can flow from on the floor. But if I pour that water in my bottle, so inside my bottle that water get fit. So my bottle provides a border to this fluid. Okay, so cell membrane perform the similar function. They make a boundary outside the cell. Okay, so it is a cell membrane. Inside this cell membrane there is a fluid material is present, which is called as cytoplasm, and inside of it there is a nucleus is present. So nucleus, cell membrane and the cytoplasm is the basic components of a cell. Getting? Basic components of a cell are cell membrane, then cytoplasm and then nucleus. We can call cell membrane as a plasma membrane also. So cell membrane and plasma membrane both are same. Okay, then we'll talk about cell membrane. Okay, so cell membrane is also a plasma membrane. What is the function of a cell membrane? So it is a cell 1 and cell 2. Both have the same basic components, that are cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. So this one cell separated by this other cell by their cell membrane. Okay, cell membrane protects the cell, as well as they will separate one cell from the other cell from surrounding medium. Okay, if these cells are present in one solution, so they have to make their separation, and they can separate it by this cell membrane. So basic is cell membrane separates cells from one another and also from surrounding medium. Getting? Okay. So this cell separate, the cytoplasm can't come out from the cell due to this cell membrane. Okay. Next is this cell membrane is porous, means it has holes on their surface. Okay, this is a cell membrane, or else we can call it as plasma membrane. This plasma membrane has a hole or the pore on their surface. Why this pore is present on this cell surface? Allows entry and exit of some substances. Means if I eat something, okay, I ate a rice. So rice has a carbohydrate. So my every body or the every body part require that carbohydrate. So how one cell allows the entry of this carbohydrate into my cell? So due to this pore or the holes which are there, by that carbohydrate which I ate, that get entry inside that cell. Okay, so plasma membrane is a porous. Okay, means that means the holes are present on the plasma membrane, so that allows entry and exit of the substances. Means that substance can enter or can exit from the cell because of this pores which are present on the cell surface or on the plasma membrane. Getting? Functions, we are talking about the functions of cell membrane. Cell membrane separate the cells from one another and also from surrounding medium. Cell membrane is porous and allows entry and exit, that is movement of substances, both inward means inside and outward means outside. Okay, so in some cases there is cell walls are present, means cell membrane. Outside that cell membrane, one outer covering is also present. That outer covering is known as cell wall. Okay, so cell membrane, outside that cell membrane another covering is present, and that covering is called as cell wall. Okay, in your textbook they have given you one activity. We are not going to perform this activity because we have to use microscope, and under that microscope we have to observe that slide, and it's not feasible for us right now to perform this activity. Okay, so in that activity what we have going to perform, if we have to take one dry covering or a peels from the onion, we have to separate some fleshy white layers of that bulb with the help of forceps. Okay, we have to take that a peel from that onion, that is thin onion peel we have to take. We have to place that thing on a slide. Okay, then we have to add a methylene blue. Yes, have you remember we have talked about the cell can be dyed with the help of stains. So methylene blue is the stain that helps out for the staining of this onion peel. After that, we have to place one cover slip on this onion peel, and we have to observe this hole under the microscope. And after that, what we will going to observe, okay, so it is the thing that we will observe, that is cells of onion peel. So look at here, there is a cell membrane. It is the cell, okay, it is the cell. It is nucleus, yes, nucleus. It is something which we called it as a vacuole. It is a vacuole. Then it is, other than the light pinkish color, is the cytoplasm, yes. And one more thing is that there is the cell wall, which is the outer covering that is present outside the cell membrane, okay. So what is the function of cell wall? Okay, so cell wall is the outer thick layer which surrounds the cell membrane. So just look out this cell. It is a cell. These all are cell organelles which are present inside the cell, okay. Then the greenish part, it is here, which is, we called it as a cytoplasm. Then these all are different cell organelles are present. Then this is the nucleus, okay, and this is the cell membrane, and outside this cell membrane there is a cell wall, okay, and this cell wall is protects the cell from the outer environment. So cell wall is outer thick layer which surrounds cell membrane. Cell wall gives extra protection, okay, and in which kind of cell the cell walls are present? Into the plant cell, the cell wall is present. Also cell wall is present on a bacterial cell, and also it is present on a fungal cell. So cell wall is present in in plant cell, in bacterial cell and fungal cell. But cell wall is absent in animal cell. It is the difference between plant cells and animal cells. Plant cells have cell wall, but this cell wall is absent in animal cell. Getting? Okay, can I move forward? Yes. Just now we have talked about the cell membrane, which is the basic component of a cell. Cell membrane separates cell from the surrounding medium, as well as it makes a boundary to the cytoplasm and other cell organelles. Cell membrane has the pore or holes by which the different materials or the different substances can enter or can exit from the cell, okay. Some cell has extra outer covering on it, okay, that is we called it as cell wall. So cell wall is the outer thick layer which surrounds the cell membrane, okay. It gives the extra protection, and that is present on a plant cells, bacterial cells and fungal cells except animal cell. Getting? So which kind of protection that plant cell needed, and that's why they have a cell walls. So plant cells need a protection against variations in temperature. Means right now the winter season is there. Before that rainy season was there, and then there will be a summer season. So we have three kinds of seasons, and according to that season there is a variation in temperature. Winter is cold, rainy is too much humid, yes, and the summer is too hot. So according to that, the plant has to adapt their body. Okay, so plant cells need a protection against variations in temperature. In some cases there will be a high wind speed, so to adapt that, the plants need a cell wall, and there will be some atmospheric moisture. To overcome this situation, plants need a cell wall. Why we are humans? If rainy season is there, we can wear a raincoat. In cold season, we can wear the sweaters. Okay, so plants can't do these things because they are sedentary. Sedentary means they can't move from one place to other place. So to get extra protection, plant cells need cell walls. Getting? Okay. Then our next component of a cell is cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that is present between the cell membrane and the nucleus. Okay, so between nucleus and cell organelle there is the jelly-like substance which we called it as cytoplasm. Yes, various other organelles of a cells are present in the cytoplasm. Just now we have observed this. Okay, so this is cell. All cell organelles are there inside this cell cytoplasm. So 1, 2, 3 other, so many are there. Okay, mitochondria, ribosome, Golgi bodies, nucleus, so many vacuoles, plastids. Okay, so these all cell organelles are placed inside this cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is jelly-like substances. Okay, so various other organelles of cells are present in the cytoplasm. For example, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, ribosomes. We will learn this all cell organelles in the later classes. Okay, right now we in our syllabus there is only the basic components of cells. Okay, so cytoplasm is a jelly-like substances that are present between the cell membrane and the nucleus. Okay, and all other organelles of cells are present in the cytoplasm. Getting? Okay. This is a plant cell. So why I am showing this diagram to you? Just check out, it is a nucleus, perisome, ribosome, all kinds of so many cell organelles are there and that are embedded inside this cytoplasm. Okay? Okay, fine. Then there is a hero of the cell which is nucleus. Okay, nucleus. So as we have learned the basic component of a cell, that is cell membrane, it is cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Okay, with this nucleus other cell organelles are there inside this cytoplasm, but the nucleus is the main component or organelle of the cell. Why? Because this nucleus is having some genetic material inside it. Look out, first look out the structure of nucleus. It is a nucleus. Okay, whole structure is nucleus. Like cell membrane, this nucleus is also have a nuclear membrane. Okay, cell has a membrane, so we called it as cell membrane. Nucleus has a membrane, so we called it as nuclear membrane. Getting? Okay. Then this nucleus has a nucleolus. Like the cell membrane has some pores on it, holes on it. Similar like this nucleus membrane has pores outside their body. Similar function, that pores allows exit and entry to the substances. Similar, this nuclear pore allows entry and exit of the substances from inside and outside to the nucleus. Getting? So, nucleus, nuclear membrane, nucleolus, then like cytoplasm, this nucleus also has a jelly-like substances. So, cell, cytoplasm, nucleus, nucleoplasm. Okay. Then there is a thread-like material is there inside the nucleus, and that material we called it as chromatin. Okay. Okay, just so in animal cell, it is a difference between animal cell and plant cell. In animal cell, nucleus is present in the center. So, concentric, center. Okay. Nucleus is present in the center. But in the plant cell, nucleus is present towards the cell periphery, means towards the side of the plant cell membrane. Okay. In the animal cell, it is present in center, and in the plant cell, it is present towards the cell periphery. Periphery means margin, side. Okay. The nucleus is present towards periphery of the cell. Getting? Okay. So, this nucleus has a thread-like material, which is we called it as chromatin. Okay. So, this chromatin, if we magnify the chromatin or the nucleus, okay, with the higher magnification, we can see a smaller spherical body that we called it as nucleolus. In addition to this nucleolus, there is some thread-like materials which we called as chromatin, and this chromatin can carry the chromosomes. Okay, and this chromosomes they carry genes. Okay, so much is there? No, it is simple things. Okay, nucleus. If we magnify that nucleus, it has a spherical body which we called it as nucleolus. This nucleolus, outside this nucleolus, the thread-like materials are there. It is chromatin. Then if we magnify that chromatin has a chromosome. Okay, that chromosome carries genes, and genes are what is the genetic material. Genetic means these genes can carry or this carry genes and help in inheritance or transfer of a characters. If I take example of Ajinkya, okay, Ajinkya is a fair boy, okay, that means he has a white color. So that character he can took from his mother or from his father, means from mother or from father we can take one character. I have a curly hair, so that character I have took from my mother or from my father. So to transfer this character, to transfer these genes from parents to the offspring, who is responsible? That responsible thing is chromosome. Chromosomes can carry genes, okay, from parents to the offspring. Can I repeat? Chromosomes carry genes from parents to their daughter or to their son. whole term is offspring, parents to offspring. Who can carry genes? Chromosomes. Okay, so chromosomes can be seen only when cell divides. These all things we will learn in a later classes. So up to this we are here that cell has a nucleus. This nucleus has a structure. Nucleus is a membrane bound structure. Membrane bound means nucleus has membrane around them. So it is nuclear membrane. Inside this nuclear membrane there is a nucleoplasm. Then a spherical body is there which we called it as nucleolus. On nucleus there is a nuclear pore. That nuclear pores help in entry and exits of the material. There is a chromatin. Onto that chromosomes are there, and that chromosomes are responsible to transfer the characters from parents to the offspring. Okay. So in addition, nucleus can act as control center of the activities of the cell. Like in our body there is a brain who can control the activities of our life, that when we have to walk, when we have to run. Okay, so that all things can control by the brain. Similar, like this nucleus can control the all activities of the cell. The entire content of a living cell is known as protoplasm. We'll discuss it. Okay, so what is genes? Gene is the unit of inheritance in living organism. It controls the transfer of hereditary characteristics from parents to offspring. This means that your parents pass some of their characteristics on to you. If your father has a brown eyes, you may also have a brown eyes. Yes. If your mother has a curly hair, so your son or and a daughter, they will get the curly hair. So there will be a combinations of genes, and that genes are transferred by these chromosomes. Okay. So the overall thing about nucleus is a small, round and membrane bound structure near center of the cell. In which cell nucleus is present? In a center in animal cell, and in a plant cell it is towards the periphery. Okay, second point is fluid inside the nucleus is called as nucleoplasm. Here it will be a is. Fluid inside the nucleus is called as nucleoplasm. This nucleoplasm is covered by nuclear membrane. Nucleus plays a central role in cellular activities or in a reproduction. Okay, because it can transfer the character from parents to offspring. Okay, nucleus contain a thread-like structure which we called it as chromatin, which get condensed into a chromosome. The chromosome contain information for inheritance of a features from parents to next generation in the form of gene. And into a brief, genes are like DNA. Okay, DNA means deoxyribonucleic acid and protein molecule. The functional segments of a DNA are called as genes. Okay, getting? So write down these things in your notebook. Okay, then the entire content of a living cell is there in the protoplasm. Entire content of a living cell. Okay, so what is protoplasm? Except cell membrane. What? Except cell membrane. Whatever there inside the cell, it is protoplasm. So what is remaining there? Cytoplasm and the nucleus. So if we combine both of them, there is a protoplasm. Getting? So Protoplasm means cytoplasm plus nucleus is the protoplasm. Okay, getting up to this, there is a basic components of a cell, that is cell membrane, nucleus and the cytoplasm. Okay, I have taught you about the functions and structures of this basic component. Please revise this session. If you will get any doubt about this topic, please call me. Okay, but do study, don't waste your time. Okay, up to that, take care, eat good meal, eat foods, fruits. Okay, take a vitamin C. Okay, up to that, thank you so much for watching this session. Make queries by your side and just send it me. Okay, thank you.